Okay, that'll make the cut.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nikki, and yeah, it's October 8th, and I wanted to share with everyone a different kind of video. I'll do a little maybe flip through as well, but mostly I wanted to talk about making my own inserts and sort of why I love this ring system so much right now. I think you've probably heard me say previously, and here we go on and on about it, but the fact that anything can be an insert is probably the best thing about rings. So I know a lot of people create incredible digital printables. I really want to download a lot of them and get them, but I don't have a good printer right now that can do sort of double-sided, auto flip, etc. I really want to figure it out, because I think if I figured that out, I'd also love making my own inserts digitally too. I have a few ideas in mind, but before that happens, I want to share with you guys sort of the types of inserts that I have in my current filofax, but also the fact that to me at least, it's very easy to make your inserts out of anything as long as you have access to a piece of paper, which again I think is the great thing about rings, and sort of the thing that gives me like a lot of calm and peace, knowing that, okay, let's say I run out of the many inserts that I have, which probably will never happen because I'm just stocked up on them. And the reason I took these out is because I want to share that ring inserts can be so fun, so colorful, and today I kind of wanted to make some colorful inserts. So just to kind of show you this is just a collection of some inserts I have. So these are from Ashford, they're light blue. These are from Knox. These are sort of a very dark blue legal pad, and I know a lot of creators in Japan love using this. This is from Itoya. It looks like a legal memo pad, which I actually also really love. This is a great one. And then Reme Da Vinci makes some of these grid sheets, and they're in 3 different colors: blue, pink, and yellow. And they actually sell these at a local kind of arts and crafts store here called CN something in Hong Kong. So super easy to find, and honestly not that expensive. But I'm here to say that if you were not or did not have access to getting any of these, I wanted to share kind of a very unscientific way of creating your own inserts, maybe a little life hack. That's sort of where we're at today, and all you really need is access to some sort of colorful legal pad. Here I have 3 different colors. They're actually not mine, they're Jane's, but I asked if I could take a few sheets from these, and she said yes. So I'm gonna rip a few sheets here just to show you what that's like. But if you wanted to create something like this Itoya pad, I would just say get a yellow legal notepad and we can get started. I wanted to share here just a quick look is I have made these before for the M5, and they're super cute. And the great thing about making your own inserts like this is they just look, they're imperfect. They are kind of all over the place. I have the grid the right side up, but there are some few sheets that I needed to use up that I think you'll see here is I had them, this side punched as well. So I do like using the ring binder sometimes like this, because writing on it is a lot easier. So it's really up to you. Also, when you punch stuff, you don't have to write the same side. I just needed scrap paper to use, and this was a really kind of good way to do that. So I just wanted to share that I've done this before. I have not really done this for the Bible size, although I hole punch everything. So if you see here, if I just do a quick flip through, I recently got some incredible Happy Mail from Petya, which actually I'm gonna go ahead and grab right now. So Petya she has a great book Substack, but also recently started her own YouTube channel, and I highly recommend checking her YouTube channel out. But I would say we're pretty, she's one of my good friends now across the interwebs, and she sent me this beautiful postcard that I use now for, I just hole punched it and slotted it in, and it became, it's become my memory of the week, sort of slipped into here. Some other very beautiful cards. She also sent me a book for Peggy, which I don't have like access to right now, but Peggy loves it. This, I think she knows I have been reading some Lydia Davis, and this is Lydia Davis on Writing Into the Weeds. I think it's one of her latest. This is from the Why I Write series. So see, the process of writing includes something outside oneself. It is something outside myself that comes to take hold of me and, in a sense, use me in an instrument to come into being. So I'm really, really excited to dive into this. And this is, I think I've seen her reading this, and I'm really excited to dig into this. I think this is going to be just a collection of short stories, some poems, kind of like the Paris Review. This is the Sewanee Review. I hope I'm saying this correctly, but yeah, from Tennessee. Very excited. I already read a few of these poems, and yeah, just very nice to have quick access to if you're not in the mood to read a full story. I'm still getting through Excellent Woman right now, and I just love it. It's just so good. And the way Barbara Pym writes, there's really no one that writes like her. So again, this is my Barbara Pym stan note. Please pick up a copy and dive right in, and you'll be extremely thrilled that you did. She also sent me a letter. I'm not gonna share this, but oh my gosh, look at the beauty of this stamp-like envelope. Anyways, maybe I can show you that this is also punchable. So I have my trusty hole punch with me, but I haven't quite figured out how to get the perfect sort of alignment here. So what I do is I look through the side and I see, okay, this is pretty much it. I give it a quick hole punch. Now it has 6 holes on the bottom, and then what I can do is just go to where I want to place it, open it up, slip it in, and voila! We now have a little, and I love it when a notebook looks so chunky and sort of irregular. And again, this is probably not going to stay here. I'll either take it out or archive it for October, but so chunky. Anyways, let's get to the meat and potatoes of it all, which is, if you didn't have access to some fun sort of off-the-shelf refills like this, pick up your local, if you can, Amazon Basics legal pads, and let's turn a few of these sheets into inserts. So I'm gonna go with purple because I'm very excited about this purple color. So what I'm gonna do is probably gonna take 3 of these sheets and I'm gonna rip them as perfectly, maybe I'll start with 1. Oh, okay, so I think it's better to rip as 1. Okay, so we got 3 sheets here. I'm gonna maybe put everything else to this side because I need the space. And I sort of, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably take an existing Bible sheet insert that I have. Again, I'm telling you, this is very unscientific. I'm probably just going to use a pencil. Yep. And we're gonna figure out how many of these Bible sheets can fit into one of these. And I think just off the cuff here, I can say it's probably 3. So I wanna do the least amount of cuts possible. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, make a little cross section, right? That's good. So I'm gonna take advantage of the straight edge here. I'm also gonna take advantage of the straight edge on the other side. Oh, I'm like getting unbelievably excited for this. This is a video I've wanted to make for a while, but like I have to gather all the tools together. Okay, so we're good. So as you can see already here, I have 2 Bible sheets available. And then I can probably make a third one down here. Do I want this? I probably don't want this. I want this to be kind of a cleaner look down here. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give it a quick here, a quick little cross section here and here. So that's really so I know where to cut my lines. And then I think I am gonna need a newer cutter. I want one that like chops down, but I think this will do. Hopefully it's not sticky. Let's see how many pieces of paper I can cut through reliably. So this does fit in here. So I wanted to cut my first cut, which is down this line here. All right, so again, this doesn't have to be perfect. We're really just trying to get like a good enough cut, okay? So we did that. We got a good enough cut. All right, and then we're gonna lift this. I have 3 sheets here, so now I know my cutter can at least do 3 sheets at once. Okay, we got these. So this one looks like a legal pad because it has the margin. Great, we love that. And then we're gonna do this again. We're gonna align this part. Okay, we chopped this part off. This is probably just scrap paper. Some people can save it, some people don't. And this is pretty, I would say a pretty good job. And does it go with the size of the Bible sheet? It certainly does. And again, we're going for like a sort of messy-ish look here. So I'm not looking for perfection. I'm never looking for perfection. Okay, so the thing that's really missing here now is just cutting this sheet, and you can just see. Okay. Again, I then save these. This is a bit hard to write on, but I can save these for little like to-do notes. So I have 3 little very cute purple sheets for to-do notes that I can just sometimes paper clip. So what I'll do is, you know, if I need, I have these paper clips on my filofax. So sometimes if I just have something that I find urgent, I'll just write it here and I'll put a little paper clip here. And that's how I can use some of these sheets. Okay, so now we have 3 different styles of paper from that one pad, right? Like how cool is that? So I have, let me move these away. So I have a lined sheet like that. I have a straight sheet like that with margins and another one here. And immediately, like think about, so I think there are, I want to guess and say there's maybe 50 sheets in each pad. I forget. But from each sheet, you can make 3. So from a legal pad, you can make 150 inserts just by having you don't even need a ruler, right? So you have a pencil, a hole punch, and a cutter. Just a simple paper cutter, and I think those are not that expensive. So, okay, I'm gonna now put these together. Wait a second. I spoke too soon. This is a little larger than this needs to be. So, what did I do wrong? Okay, so you are seeing some error at play. Oh, wait, huh? Okay, cool. Now you know this video wasn't planned. You know, we have a little bit of error, but that's okay. We have our cutter, and our cutter has saved the day. Okay, so now we have 3 perfect sheets of paper. I don't know how much this hole punch can handle, but let's try. Okay, let's actually just split this in half. Okay, again, I don't quite know. Okay, this is about, ta-da! Okay. And there you have it. Oops. I got too excited. The camera started shaking. Extremely unscientific way of creating, let's see. All right. Creating your own inserts from this legal pad. And let's see, I like to, okay, as I'm going through this, I can show you. So there's a section in my book where I just store some extra paper. Filofax also makes their own colored paper, and it's quite beautiful, but I'm just like, I'm gonna run out. So there's like a weird psychological thing is I need to know that I can make and have access to my own like paper to feel good about using and writing a lot. So yeah, now that I know how nice this is, I am going to just use paper in my refills without thinking. So I'm gonna just slot these in right behind here. I'm just like always, yeah. And then I will have access to this beautiful purple paper whenever I so choose to want to use it. So generally on a daily basis, I am still using this plotter memo pad, which I'm going through pretty quickly because every day I do have a new daily note. I do have these private notes that I am using this paper for because I want the lined paper here. But very well, I could be using this new purple paper too. And this is great because it also affords me a space to write vertically. I am always curious why not a lot of refill makers make refill notes that have lined on the side like this, because it is easier to write in a ring binder that way, in my opinion. And then yeah, these are just my daily notes so far. Today is October 8th and it is Jane's birthday, and we did a little celebration yesterday. And one of the things, so Jane is turning 15, and over the last 2 years she has been a Hobonichi stan. I got her A6 2 years ago. I got her the cousin yesterday, and I wasn't quite sure what she ended up like journaling with, so I actually made her this little, here, I already hole punched it so you can see, but let me just give you an example of what and how you can hole punch. Is I made her this A5 sheet out of a Hobonichi printable, and it was basically a selection form of whether or not she wanted the English one and A6 one. I selected 3 Hans that I think she'd really like, and I asked her to circle what she wanted. And this was just, yeah, this is my little gift to her in addition to a few other smaller things. But now I can make my Hobonichi order. I have a few things to order, not necessarily for myself. I have a few gifts to give that I want to get from Hobonichi. But yeah, that's that is what I got for her. I also actually made a mini version of it for my daily logs here. So, oops, I left my M5 out. Okay, this filofax is getting a little chunky, but we don't hate it. So we have these little, I think I mentioned this, but I am experimenting with bringing just the M5 around when I have to carry things and not be able to bring this chunky thing around. And I did that on that day, on the 6th, I did just bring this to work. And I wrote a bunch of notes. I slipped it in here, which was great. So yeah, this, really reduces the amount of stuff I have to carry around. And then this is the Hobonichi page that I resized and put in here as just like a memory space. And lately I've been experimenting with a format like this actually, where on the left I log like hour to hour, just some stuff, and this is just random notes from the day. So again, still experimenting. I'm trying to see what other things I can show you. This is the updates that I have to my lovely free fills. I don't really know if I love these quite yet because so how it works is it's very fun. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can't really, it's kind of strange. They have a very small space for the weekly tracker and a little sort of habit tracker here. I don't do a lot of habit tracking, so I might just like use this space as like priorities of the day or priorities of the week. But yeah, I don't know if I love it quite yet. It is, I like this size better than, you know, using the narrow plotter weekly refills. But we'll see. I have enough dated until Thanksgiving. So we'll see how it works on a week-to-week basis. I am just right now currently writing key events that I have, maybe some to-dos, but I've realized that some days I just don't have enough space for to-do. So yeah, we'll have to figure something out. I am updating my October wins. This is a new section. I really, really like it actually. So definitely keeping that. I am keeping my book notes, and right now I am listening to Abundance by Ezra Klein. That's going to have to be returned soon, so I just have some little notes here and there, and then my notes on Excellent Woman. And then I am also reading Ripe still. I don't know if I like it. Again, it's one of those like, yeah, I explained it in my last video, so I'm not gonna get into it too much. And that's it. That's really the system I have so far. I'm trying to flip around to see if anything else has changed. Oh, I keep forgetting I did this. Did I explain this last time? I don't even remember, but I need to fill this out because yeah, I just haven't, because I keep forgetting that I have this, that I made it. But these are my homemade monthlies, which as you can see, I'm like really relying on very analog, like DIY rather than relying on the computer. I just don't want to figure out print settings right now. I do want a good printer to do that. So if you have any recommendations for a good printer, let me know. I've been looking at the Canon Pixma TS, oh, I forgot. But in any case, I want to know if I should be looking at something, and I'll probably give a shout out to Victoria here. If you're watching, I need some recs from you. But I want to know if I need to get something that will do auto flip for the double-sided printing for Bible refills, and I also want to know what sort of ink is best for like sort of like I'm not going to do printing all the time, but I will do enough, I think, throughout the month to make it worth it. I just don't want it to be expensive. I also want that printer to potentially, I want to use my friend Victoria's journal helper photo printer. Anyway, I'm gonna attach it below. I'm sorry if I'm not doing it justice. I've been up since 6 a.m. and it's 8. And yeah, I just want to use it to batch print photos for my Peggy journal. So yeah, if you have any recommendations that could print color, not too expensive ink per print, and can do like really just good Bible print. I mean, I would love to be able to slip a Bible sheet in like this and then just print it, but I don't know if that like exists. So let me know, printer nerds, let me know. But yeah, that is my video for the week. I can say probably this is a good catch-up video. I don't think I showed this last time, and maybe I will do another video on this once October ends. So after Halloween, but this is how I archived my September. Very simply, I just archived all my daily log sheets, and then I used a colorful sheet For this one, I used the Ray May, I think I used this one. I just got one of these sheets because they're colorful. I made a little like header title thing, and then I wrote the September like in review just here. So every month, that's what I want to do is, you know, I can just flip through my logs and give myself a good reminder of what happened throughout the month. And this was actually really nice. It really helped me ground that, you know, even though September felt like it passed by so quickly, I still feel like I did a lot just by reviewing and quickly like looking through all my notes and then putting them here in one place. But yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are making your own refills, I want to see them, and please tag me on Instagram. It's at nikki.kaigi. I will leave a link to that below. And yeah, let me know what else you want to see in the next video. I'm really excited to connect with so many of you here on YouTube over the past few months, kind of coming back on, and yeah, just really forcing myself to find time during the day to film, to edit, and then to publish. It's actually been a very freeing, good for my mental health sort of practice. And yeah, I'm just really, really, really excited to be here. And yeah, talk to you soon. Bye now.